Hey guys, it's John here. Welcome to part 5 of my DVD and Blu-ray collection videos. Still going through DVDs. And to kick off part 5 with the big one, I have the entire box set of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, the entire Elm Street collection from A Nightmare on Elm Street to Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I'm not going to take them out, but just to kind of show you. That's the front. And the side. But yeah, pretty good box set. I think I got this at a bookstore out of all places. It's shut down now, but they would sell like books and movies and such. So yeah, all 7 of those. Got that. Next, we had this action double feature, Wesley Snipes films, Passenger 57 and Boiling Point. I've seen Passenger 57, decent action flick. I haven't seen Boiling Point, so you can let me know about that one. But yeah, for the Wesley Snipes collection, got that. Next, also a double feature, we have Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage and Raging Bull with Robert De Niro, which I haven't seen either one, to be honest. So yeah, let me know about both of these. I mean, I've heard of them, but I just haven't seen them. I think I got this for $1 a while back. But yeah. So Leaving Las Vegas and Raging Bull. Got that. Next, we have very good film, Hacksaw Ridge, directed by Mel Gibson. Very good war film. Stars Andrew Garfield, who I thought put on a very good performance. Mel Gibson did a great job directing. It's well shot. Really violent film, but a very good one. Very good war film. I recommend Hacksaw Ridge, so I got that. Next, a 2-movie collection of the Sister Act films. Yeah, Sister Act 1 with the first movie, Whoopi Goldberg, and Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. The first one I've seen, I liked Sister Act. I haven't seen the second one. The first one has some features. You got a featurette inside the Sister Act, I guess behind the scenes, a couple of music videos. That's kind of it, but nothing with the second one. Bill Duke directed the second one. Okay, that's interesting, but yeah. The Sister Act collection. So I got that. And I'm trying to get more Whoopi Goldberg films for the collection. Like I don't have Jumpin' Jack Flash. I'd like to get that. And some other ones. Next we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Next Generation. Yeah, I've heard about this one. Its reputation. Haven't seen it. I know it has, yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger, yeah. I do have it, you know, so I have all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. Someday I'll give this a watch and see what it's about, but I know how, I've heard about it. I know how bad it, it sucks, but yeah, I got that. Someday. Next, we have Army of Darkness. This is one that I haven't seen. Like, I've seen the first 2 Evil Deads, but I just haven't seen this for some reason. I don't know why I've waited, or, why I'm waiting to watch Army of Darkness, but yeah. The first 2 Evil Deads I love. I just haven't seen this. Again, I don't know why, but... And this is the Screwhead edition. Creating the Deadites, explore the groundbreaking visual effects work that created the ghastly legions of the undead. And an alternate ending, so... But yeah. Army of Darkness, I have to watch. Next, we have a very good film, Enemy Mine, with Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. Good sci-fi flick. Directed by Wolfgang Peterson, who directed Air Force One, I believe, and The Perfect Storm, Neverending Story, and again, a very good sci-fi film. I really like the chemistry between Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. It's a, good script. I like their friendship. So, Enemy Mine, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Really good film. Next, we have this all-star comedy 4 spotlight pack of Postcards from the Edge, The Big Picture, Punchline, which is a Tom Hanks film, and The Pickle. I've heard of Postcards from the Edge. The Big Picture stars Kevin Bacon. Punchline, I think it's like a movie where Tom Hanks plays a stand-up and has Sally Field too. And The Big Pickle stars Danny Aiello. You also have Shelley Winters in the film. But yeah, I haven't really seen these. So, but yeah, I got this 4-pack. It was cheap. Next, fun movie. Definitely a fun comedy. A Fish Called Wanda. Yeah, this is a fun one. John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline. Comes with the 8-page booklet featuring trivia, production notes, and the making of. Yeah, Fish Called Wanda is a lot of fun. I like this cast. They're having a fun time. Kevin Kline. What was it? What was his line in the film? Don't call me stupid or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely wild. Fish Called Wanda. Good movie. Next, we have Night of the Living Dead. I haven't seen this one. Yeah, directed by Tom Savini. Stars Tony Todd, and yeah, this is another one which I haven't seen, but I would definitely give it a watch. So yeah, Night of the Living Dead, got that. Next, we have Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. Really good flick. Really good. I really enjoyed this one. Bruce Willis does a great job. Great direction from Antoine Fuqua, who also I think directed Training Day. So great director. You do have some features. You have audio commentary from the director, writer observations, Journey to Safety, the making of, Africa Fact Track. Another good sort of war film. So yeah, Bruce Willis is good in this. Tears of the Sun is very good. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Next, we have Deep Impact, which I've only seen bit parts of this film. Like, it would come on TV, and I would maybe see like a clip here and there. Like, again, only bit parts. But, I mean, good cast. You have Robert Duvall, Tia Leone, Morgan Freeman, Elijah Wood in an early role. But yeah, commentary by director as far as the features, preparing for the end, making an impact. Yeah, Deep Impact. So I got that. Next, we have The Preacher's Wife. I think I've seen this, but it's been such a long time. Denzel Washington, Whitney Houston. I remember this being like a decent flick. I want to say I watched it on TV a long time ago, but I do have that. The Preacher's Wife. Next, we have, which I haven't opened yet. I don't know why. Excuse me, but we have Midnight Run. Robert De Niro, Charles Grodin. Yeah. I've never seen this, believe it or not, but I'll have to give it a watch. But it looks like it has the overseas symbol, so I don't know if it'll play. It was a gift, so we'll see what happens. But Yeah, Midnight Run, I've heard a lot of good things about, so I will definitely check it out. So I got that. Next, we have Bride of Chucky, which I used to like back in the day, but I don't know, it's just, over the years I've cared less and less for it. That's just me. I much prefer the first three. It's just, when you got to this is where it started to go downhill, because really, Chucky didn't need a wife. Jennifer Tilly kind of gets on my nerves. This is where, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. Ronnie Hu, I don't mind Freddy vs. Jason. In fact, I much prefer that over this, but yeah, this is where the franchise started to take a downward slope. I prefer the first three. So, but Bride of Chucky, I do have that. I have seen Curse, I have seen Cult, and they both suck. But moving on. Next, we have Stand and Deliver with Lou Diamond Phillips. Really good film. A moving film. Also great, great supporting cast. Edward James Olmos, Andy Garcia. Yeah, really good drama. So, Stand and Deliver is really good. If you haven't seen it, check that out. Next, we have Halloween Resurrection. And I can watch this as like a dumb, mindless movie. It's nowhere near great, and it has its problems. But there's a couple of things about it that I don't mind. I can have dumb fun with. Features up here, you got a commentary with director and editor, deleted scenes, webcam special with director commentary, on the set with Jamie Lee Curtis. So you got some features up here, but I can understand why people hate it, but I don't know, I can watch it somewhat. But that's Halloween Resurrection. You got that. Next, we have High Crimes with Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd. I think I tried watching this not too long ago, and I thought it was okay, decent. They don't do it too, good job acting wise from both Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd, but I just don't remember much about it. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch, but yeah, I got High Crimes. Got that. Next, classic comedy with these two. See No Evil, Hear No Evil with Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor. Probably my favorite with these two. Stir Crazy for a while was my favorite, and this became my favorite. Stir Crazy would be my second, but this one's a great movie. Great chemistry between these two. No features. Why doesn't this have features? I don't know, but it deserves it. It's a great comedy. Yeah, love this movie. Next, I showed the Karate Kid earlier. So I do also have the Karate Kid collection, all 4 Karate Kid films, from the Karate Kid, the Karate Kid 2, the Karate Kid Part 3, and the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank. The first one has all the features, but I'll pull them out real quick. Karate Kid Part 2, which is my favorite. Where's the other? Okay. And then Part 3 and the next Karate Kid are on one disc. So I got that, or is it separate? That's one disc. I wish the second one would get features if I had a gripe, but yeah, I got the entire Karate Kid film collection, so I got that. Next, we have Beverly Hills Cop 3, which I have the first 2 somewhere. You'll see them, but I haven't seen this one. I know the opinion is not good, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll probably watch it at some point. But I do have this. which and there's interviews on that. I just noticed. So, but moving on, we have The Associate with Whoopi Goldberg. I tried watching this one, I think like early this year, last year, and I just could not get into it for some reason. I just don't really care for the plot that much. Whoopi Goldberg's not the problem. It's just the plot doesn't really interest me. You know, that sort of Wall Street type of thing. So, I don't know. Whoopi Goldberg's not bad. It's just the movie itself I can't get into. So, but I do have The Associate. Next, we have a good flick, Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. Good disaster flick. Tommy Lee Jones is great as the lead. Yeah, good effects. Volcano is a good one. So I got that. Next, we have Python with Casper Van Dien, Robert Englund. Will Wheaton's in this as well, which I didn't know, but yeah, I've never seen it, but I can take a guess. But yeah, I do have Python. I got that. Next, we have Cocktail with Tom Cruise. Decent movie. Not my favorite Tom Cruise film. You know, it's decent. I mean, there's better Tom Cruise films, you know, I can say that, but not a bad movie. Good soundtrack. I really like the soundtrack, so Cocktail, decent movie. Next, which I'm not a fan of this one, The Corruptor with Mark Wahlberg, Chow Yun-Fat. Yeah, I just didn't really care for this one all that much. I mean, Mark Wahlberg, I mean, he kind of gets in the way. Chow Yun-Fat, doesn't he die at the end? You know, yeah, I just didn't really care for this one that much. But I do have The Corruptor. I don't think I have The Replacement Killers. I need to get that. But next, we have this double feature pack of AVP. Alien vs. Predator, and AVP Requiem. Yeah, both films that have lots of problems. Requiem, someone needs to turn on the lights because it's filmed in the dark a lot. You can't really see what's happening, but I do have this. I mean, just in case if I ever get to these films and do reviews someday, so I do have the AVP collection. Got that. Next, we have TomCop, a Van Damme classic. Van Damme's biggest hit, and why there's no special edition, I don't know, but yeah, I love TomCop. It's a classic. What more can you say about this one? TomCop rocks. Come on. Next, we have this double feature of The Incredible Hulk, The Incredible Hulk Returns, and the Trial of the Incredible Hulk TV movies. The Incredible Hulk Returns is my favorite because you have Thor, who I thought Eric Allen Kramer. He was fun as Thor. I like the banter between, you know, Thor and Hulk. You know, in that one. The Trial of the Incredible Hulk is decent. John Rhys Davies is the Kingpin, but, you know, I prefer The Incredible Hulk Returns. But not a bad double feature. So, yeah, I do like the series. Someday I want to get the whole series. But moving on, we have this 4 sports movies collection of Cassius Clay, Rocky Marciano, Jon Favreau is the lead in that. Diggstown with James Woods and Louis Gossett Jr., which is actually a good flick. I think I watched it last year. Good flick. And Dempsey, starring Treat Williams. I haven't seen the other ones, but Diggstown is a good one. It's a fun boxing movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But yeah, it's boxing movie 4-pack. So I got that. Or the sports movie pack. Next, we have Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore. Definitely a fun movie. Classic. I like Son-in-Law. Makes me want to watch it again. I like Pauly Shore. I know a lot of people give him crap. But, you know, his early films like this and Encino Man and The Army Now are just fun. Yeah, Son-in-Law. Fun comedy. Next, we have Van Helsing. I hope you can see it all right. It's kind of it's in the afternoon right now, but I'll take it out and see what. Yeah, Hugh Jackman. I don't know. This is okay to me. It's an okay flick. The CGI isn't the problem. I mean, Hugh Jackman's not the problem. It's just the CGI at times. It's bad. But yeah, Van Helsing, I have that. A couple of features. So I got that. Next we have Stephen King's Silver Bullet. A really good werewolf film. Corey Haim, Gary Busey. I would say with Dog Soldiers, this is one of my favorites as far as werewolf films. No features, but I want to say there is a Blu-ray out there that's coming that has features. So I would be curious about those features. Maybe somebody knows what I'm talking about, but yeah, really good. Silver Bullet's a good one. So got that. I miss Corey Haim. Rest in peace, Corey Haim. Next, we have First Blood Part 2. And this is a special edition. New documentary we get to win this time. The Rambo Phenomenon. Brand new interviews with the film's creators. Reveal the making of this historic film and how Rambo became a household name. Commentary by George Cosmatos. So, my favorite Rambo film. Yeah, First Blood Part 2. Classic. Next, in case if there's ever a rant, if I ever do review these films, I got this for real cheap. It was like $1 maybe. Terminator Genesis, but a bad movie, a shitty sequel. Someday I'll do a rant. It's gonna come. It's gonna happen. And I'm gonna terminate this movie. Genesis is what I call it, but I do have it. But next, we have The Lawnmower Man, which I've never seen. I've heard some stuff, cool stuff about. Audio commentary with director and producer. 12 deleted scenes. On-screen interviews with the stars. Some good stuff. Bonus materials, but I've never seen this, The Lawnmower Man, so I'll definitely give it a watch. Got that. Next, we have Roxanne with Steve Martin. Good flick. I like the chemistry between Steve Martin and Daryl Hannah. It's a good romance film. So, yeah, Roxanne. Good movie. Grab some right here. Next, we have Tombstone. Definitely classic, Western classic, 90s classic. Really good cast. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Michael Biehn, Powers Booth, Bill Paxton, Sam Elliott. I mean, just Michael Rooker, Billy Zane, good cast. Why doesn't this have a special edition? I would like to see a special edition. Have Kurt Russell talk about the film. Sam Elliott. Yeah, just a really good film. So I got Tombstone. Next, which I haven't seen. I know I should, but we have Django Unchained. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio. A couple of features, but yeah. Django Unchained. So I got that. Next, we have Basic Instinct. Sharon Stone, Michael Douglas. Really good flick. And I know recently Sharon Stone was on stage and she kind of repeated the office chair bit for something. I don't know what, but I know she was in the news recently. She kind of did the same thing, the office chair thing. But Basic Instinct is a good flick. Directed by Paul Verhoeven, who directed RoboCop, Total Recall. No features or anything like that. That's kind of surprising, but yeah, Basic Instinct, really good flick. Next, we have The People Under the Stairs, which I rewatched this again for Halloween for the month of October, and it's a really good flick. Definitely underrated when it comes to Wes Craven. I really like the premise of this kid, played by Brandon Adams. He's going through this house, and you have Ving Rhames in the film, Evan McGill. Yeah, just a really good film. The People Under the Stairs. A great Wes Craven film. Rest in peace, Mr. Craven. Next, we have Unleashed with Jet Li. Take that out. There's some stickers here. Take that off. I don't know why it's up there, but yeah, this is one which I haven't seen with Jet Li, but I would definitely give it a watch. So you can let me know about this one. But I have that. Unleashed. So I got that. See if I can get some more here. Next, we have Matinee, starring John Goodman. Good flick. Also directed by, Joe Dante directs. And not many people talk about this film, Matinee. When it comes to Joe Dante, they talk about Gremlins or, The Burbs, or what's another one he did? I don't know. Not many people talk about Matinee. But yeah, it's a great movie. John Goodman, I thought, did a great job. I like the story. It takes place in the 50s. Yeah, Matinee, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Next, we have Ricochet with Denzel Washington and John Lithgow. I haven't seen this one, but I've heard some good things about it. I will have to give it a watch. Directed by Russell Mulcahy. But yeah. Ricochet. So I got that one. Next, we have a Jim Carrey movie, The Majestic, which is another one I haven't seen. So yeah, I have some catching up to do. But yeah, I just haven't seen this one for some reason. Directed by Frank Darabont. Yeah. The Majestic. Let me know about that one. Next, we have Silent Hill, which I know is based on the video game, which I have never played the video games. I don't know why, but... So I've never seen this. This is another one you can let me know about. Yeah, let me know about some of these, because I definitely have some catching up to do, but... Yeah, Silent Hill, got that. This next one is definitely a fun movie. To me, the real Ghostbusters 3. But there should have been a sequel. It would have been a lot of fun. But I'm talking about Evolution, with David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, Julianne Moore, Dan Aykroyd is also in the film. Yeah, Evolution's a lot of fun. There should have been a sequel to this. I mean, I like these characters. I like the idea. Evolution, directed by Ivan Reitman, same guy that brought you Ghostbusters. So, yeah, Evolution's a lot of fun. And I do have, as far as the features, a conversation with Ivan Reitman and the cast, deleted scenes, storyboard selections. Evolution's a lot of fun. And pick some off of here. Next, we have Striking Distance, Bruce Willis. Good Bruce Willis movie. Not many people talk about, but, you know, I like the cast. You know, I like the chemistry between Bruce Willis and Sarah Jessica Parker. And again, the cast. I mean, Tom Sizemore, Dennis Farina, Robert Pastorelli was a good villain. Yeah, Striking Distance is a good one. I mean, not many people talk about, but it's a good movie. Good action flick. Put that right there. No features or anything. But next, we have A Fistful of Dollars with Clint Eastwood. A really good Clint Eastwood film. And this is part of the Man with No Name trilogy, which I think I have the other two. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and what's the other one? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but yeah. But this is a good one. I love Clint Eastwood. It makes me want to get more westerns for the collection, because I'm very curious about, you know, other westerns out there. Yeah, Fistful of Dollars is really good. Next, we have Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg. Haven't seen, but it was cheap. I know it's a recent movie. You also have Kurt Russell in it, directed by Peter Berg. So, based on the true story. Got that. Deepwater Horizon. Next, definitely a great movie. Young Guns. Great Western. Definitely one of my favorite Westerns. Emilio Estevez is great. Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen. Some good features. I mean, you have the audio commentary with Lou Diamond Phillips and some of the cast. The Real Billy the Kid documentary. A trivia track. So, some good features. Yeah, Young Guns is great. This next one, it's not the worst movie, but it's not a good movie. The Mummy with Tom Cruise. I have this because I found it for $1. This is not a good movie. Tom Cruise, probably his worst movie. I like the back and forth between him and Russell Crowe, but yeah, The Mummy with Tom Cruise, it's the crummy. I call it the crummy. It's just a mediocre movie. Yeah, The Mummy sucks. Tom Cruise, you try, but you couldn't save that movie. But next, we have Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Definitely a comedy classic. This is when Jim Carrey was white hot. I mean, that year, the same year, he came out also with Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. So bam, 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 you know, he was just on fire. Yeah, definitely a classic, like I said. Who doesn't love Ace Ventura? Why doesn't this have a special edition? I don't get it. Don't get it. But next, we have another classic, Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great Arnold film. Extras, you have audio commentary with Arnold and director Paul Verhoeven. Imagining Total Recall documentary. Visions of Mars featurette. Storyboard comparisons. Conceptual art. But yeah, Total Recall is a great one. Get your ass to Mars. Love Total Recall. Next, we have Legend, which I haven't seen. I mean, I know it stars Tom Cruise and directed by Ridley Scott. Includes the director's cut with Jerry Goldsmith's score, plus a commentary with Ridley Scott, lost scenes. But yeah, I got Legend. Let me know about that. Next, we have Suburban Commando, starring Hulk Hogan, which is actually, out of the films he's done, this is my favorite. I'm going to have fun with this movie. It's not great by any means, but, you know, Hulk Hogan, Christopher Lloyd, you know, they're having fun. They're having fun banter. I was frozen today. Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's harmless, people. Suburban Commando is harmless. I like it. Sue me. Get some ready right here. Alright. How are we doing on time? We're doing pretty good on time. See, next, got a little dust, but it's alright. We have The Mothman Prophecies, starring Richard Gere. Great flick. Kind of creepy at times. Not many people talk about this now, but The Mothman Prophecies, really good. For the Richard Gere collection. Next, we have The Client, starring Tommy Lee Jones, Susan Sarandon. Really good flick. Directed by Joe Schumacher. It's more of like a suspense drama, but I know it's based on the book. I think by John Grisham. Yeah. Good flick. You know, I like this one, The Client. Brad Renfro, rest in peace. Next, we have Boomerang, starring Eddie Murphy. This is one which I haven't seen, but someday I'll give it a watch. A player who's about to be played. I also have Halle Berry in the film, David Alan Grier, Martin Lawrence, Grace Jones, Eartha Kitt. Good cast. Yeah. Boomerang. So I got that. Next, we have Mud with Matthew McConaughey. Haven't seen this one, but you know, I was curious about it. So you can let me know about this one. Mud. Got that. Next, we have definitely my favorite film of all time. And I actually saw this in a theater this year on the big screen, and it just looked great. Of course, I'm talking about Hackers. And I love this film. And again, I saw it on the big screen back in, I think, July. And the picture quality was so great. It sounded great. Yeah, great experience. Yeah, Hackers, favorite film. But I need to get the Blu-ray. You know, I would keep the DVD too, but I want to get the Blu-ray with the features. But I got that. I don't know why I don't have the Blu-ray, but I'll get it someday. Next, we have The Relic with Tom Sizemore. Good horror flick. Directed by Peter Hyams, who directed TomCop and End of Days. So, yeah, Penelope Ann Miller's in the film. Yeah, the Relic's a good one. So I got that. Next, we have The Last Starfighter. Really good sci-fi flick. This is the 25th anniversary edition. So it has all new retrospective documentary with the cast and the crew. An original documentary on the creation of the film, and it's an innovative visual effects. Feature commentary with director Nick Castle and production designer Ron Cobb. Yeah, The Last Starfighter is a classic, so I got that. Next, we have American Pie, and I think I've already showed the second one. I think in the first, I think it was part 1 or part 2, but I have the second one, and I have this one. I like American Pie. It's not a comedy that I rewatch often, but I like the film. You have a feature commentary with the director, producer, and some members of the cast, outtakes, Universal Records soundtrack presentation, classic quotes, so some good features. But yeah, American Pie, good movie. Next, we have Cowboys and Aliens, Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford. I like this film. I mean, it gets a lot of flack for some reason. I don't know why, but I enjoy it. It's an enjoyable flick. You know, Jon Favreau, I thought, did a good job directing, good cast. I like the idea. Yeah, Cowboys and Aliens is a fun one. One I should rewatch. Next, we have The Pagemaster with Macaulay Culkin. Decent movie. You know, decent family film. You know, good voice work. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd's voice, Whoopi Goldberg, Patrick Stewart, Leonard Nimoy. So, yeah, The Pagemaster, you know, decent family film. So I got that. Next, we have Dirty Dancing. And this is a sleeve. So, features, you have a multi-voice commentary with the director, well, not director, but choreographer Kenny Ortega, assistant choreographer, director of photography, costume designer, Jennifer Grey interview. It seems like a lot of interviews, but no interviews with Patrick Swayze, which is weird. A trivia track, a couple of music videos. Hungry Eyes. I remember that song. But yeah, Dirty Dancing. What more can you say about that? Next, we have this double feature of A Bird on a Wire, with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn, which is a fun movie, and The Cowboy Way with Kiefer Sutherland and Woody Harrelson, which I've seen this once before on TV, and I didn't mind it, but I need to, you know, refresh on that one. But A Bird on the Wire is a fun one. Nobody talks about this one. It's kind of underrated, but yeah, got that double pack. Let's see. Next, we have Captain Phillips, starring Tom Hanks, from the Tom Hanks collection. Haven't seen this one, directed by Paul Greengrass, but I know it's based on true events or something like that. True story. But yeah, Captain Phillips, so I got that. Next, which is not a good film, but we have Speed 2 Cruise Control. Yeah, shitty sequel. Not even Sandra Bullock can save this movie. I don't know why. Yeah, because a cruise ship, you know, that's the definition of speed, alright. What were they thinking with this movie? I mean, Jesus. Jason Patrick is boring. Again, Sandra Bullock, as much as I love her, she can't save Speed 2. Speed 2 sucks. Yeah. But moving on, we have Dangerous Minds with a Michelle Pfeiffer. Haven't seen this one, but I've heard some good things about it, so I would definitely give it a watch. Includes a music video, Gangster's Paradise, performed by Coolio. So, I got that. Next, we have Mad Dog and Glory, starring Robert De Niro and Bill Murray, Uma Thurman. You know, good comedy. Not many people talk about it. It's sort of one of these hidden films, but you know, Bill Murray plays a mobster, I think, from what I remember. I didn't mind this one. So that's Mad Dog and Glory. Got that. Next, we have Medicine Man with Sean Connery. Haven't seen this one. Directed by John McTiernan. Lorraine Bracco. Yeah. Got Medicine Man. Again, haven't seen. So let me know about that one. Next, we have Blood and Bone. Michael Jai White. I've heard some great things about this one, so I need to watch it. Some of my friends up here have talked about this film, so I will have to give it a watch. Yeah. Blood and Bone. So I got that. Next, we have Fire in the Sky. Great movie. Based on the events, I think, what was his name? Yeah, Travis Walton. About the logger who was abducted. Creepy at times. You know, some of the images they use in the film is creepy. Good cast. You also have Robert Patrick in the film, James Gardner, Peter Berg. D.B. Sweeney is the lead character. Yeah, Fire in the Sky is one of the better abduction type movies. So I got that one. It deserves some features. I mean, come on. A great movie. Next, we have Gone in 60 Seconds. I'm sorry if you can't. It's kind of dark right there, but I think I've seen this like one time, and that was like a long time ago, and I don't remember much about it. But yeah, Angelina Jolie, Robert Duvall. Someday I'll give it another watch. It's been some years, but I got that. Next, we have The Pelican Brief with Denzel Washington, Julia Roberts. I think this is also based on the book. I've only seen bit parts of this film, but I don't remember much. So I'll definitely check that out. So I got The Pelican Brief. Let me know about that one. Next, we have About Schmidt, starring Jack Nicholson. You know, this is a film that I saw once, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of depressing, but it's not a bad movie. It's just, I think there's other Jack Nicholson films I prefer. He does a good job acting, performance-wise, but it's just one of those films that, you know, it's sort of a dramedy, you know, kind of a, you know, he's a loner type of movie. But again, it's not bad. It's just not one I watch all the time. But I do have About Schmidt, so I got that. And let's see, maybe 20 more to go. But moving on, we have The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman. This is one I need to rewatch again because I've only seen kind of bit parts here and there. I remember having fun with this. Behind the scenes documentaries, HBO First Look, the making of. Audio commentary by director Howard Dutch, who also directed The Great Outdoors. The Replacements. I got that. Next, a really good flick, True Romance. I'll take it out for a second. It's really cool. And this is the 2-disc special edition. And all the features on the back here, so I'll just read it off. Disc 1, you have 3 separate commentaries. Disc 2, deleted and extended scenes with optional commentary. Alternate ending with optional director and writer's commentary. Commentaries with Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Brad Pitt, and Michael Rappaport. Some behind-the-scenes featurettes from back in the day. But yeah, True Romance is really good, and really good cast. Directed by Tony Scott. Yeah, love True Romance. Next, we have Fear. Mark Wahlberg, which I haven't seen this one. I know there's talks of a remake or something like that, but really, yeah, this is another one I have to check out. So I got Fear. Let me know about that one. Next, we have Swimming with Sharks, starring Kevin Spacey, Frank Whaley, I believe. Yeah, this is why it's hard to talk about in regards to Kevin Spacey, because he's a creep and a piece of crap. But it's too bad, because this is a great movie. And Kevin Spacey's performance is great. If you haven't seen Swimming with Sharks, it's kind of a hidden movie, like one of those hidden gems. But yeah, it's just a shame. It's unfortunate. Kevin Spacey is, again, a creep. But this is a great movie. So, yeah, Swimming with Sharks. Great performance. Next, we have Secret Window with Johnny Depp. Good horror flick. John Turturro. Yeah, not a bad movie. Yeah, directed by David Coap. Got Secret Window. Not a bad flick. Next, we have The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas with Burt Reynolds, Dolly Parton. I haven't seen, but for the Burt Reynolds collection, so I got that. And I'm trying to wrap this up before it gets dark. Now it gets dark around 5. But next, we have Beverly Hills Cop 2, Eddie Murphy. I got the first one somewhere. A couple of features, new interviews, original behind-the-scenes featurette, shakedown music featurette. But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 2, so I got that. Next, we have Ants. Decent animation film. You have a lot of people in the voice cast. I remember like Christopher Walken, Sylvester Stallone, Woody Allen, or some, just look at the cast on IMDb. Has a lot of voiceovers from different celebrities. But Ants, again, decent movie. Next, we have The 7-Ups. Yeah, starring Roy Scheider. I haven't seen this one. But for the Roy Scheider collection, so I got that. The 7-Ups. Let's see here. Getting down to the last few. we have John Carpenter's The Fog. Really good horror film. And that was bound to happen, but it happened. But yeah, The Fog is a good one. Special features, you have new documentary, outtakes, storyboard to film comparison, a documentary from back in the day. But yeah, fuck the remake. The original is the best. That's The Fog. Next, we have The Flintstones, which I can watch this. It's sort of like to me it's a mindless movie. It's not great by any means, but I can sort of watch it as like a background movie. A couple of features. You actually have a feature commentary with director, but you also have a documentary on this. Yeah, documentary on the making of the Flintstones and the production, the set designs and such. Interviews with the cast. So yeah, the collector's edition of the Flintstones. So I got that. Next, we have the Mosquito Coast, starring Harrison Ford. I've seen this and I'm not a fan of it. It just, I don't like Harrison Ford's character. I think this is one of those films that it tries to be pretentious, and again, I don't care for Harrison Ford's character. He's kind of a dick, a prick, and the Mosquito Coast, yeah, I just don't really care for. I know it's based on the book, and directed by Peter Weir, which he's done better movies like Dead Poet Society and The Truman Show. Those are better movies. But moving on. Next, we have the Power Rangers, the 2017 film, which I like this film. I didn't mind it. I'm one that grew up on the series, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I thought, for what it was, definitely better than TMNT and Ninja Turtles 2014 film. They didn't do too bad. And not a bad movie. So I got that. I think it was like $5 at Walmart. Next, we have Punisher Warzone, which I haven't seen, but someday I know I'm going to watch it. So somebody out there will let me know about this one. I haven't heard too many good things about it, but yeah. But I do have that. Punisher Warzone. Next, we have 28 Days, starring Sandra Bullock. And this is a good flick, a solid movie. It looks like a comedy from the front, but it's sort of like, it's more drama. Sandra Bullock's character is sort of like a party person, and she kind of goes into rehab and, has some feel-good moments to it. And 28 Days, not many people talk about, but yeah, Sandra Bullock's good in the film. Again, the poster makes it look like a comedy, but it's not. There's some humor in there, but it's more like a drama. But not a bad movie, 28 Days. Next, we have The Crush, Alicia Silverstone. Good flick. Good little thriller. You also have Carrie Elwes in the film. Jennifer Rubin, Kurtwood Smith. Yeah, Alicia Silverstone, she's definitely a vixen in this movie. But good flick, The Crush. I think her debut film. So next we have Phantoms with Peter O'Toole, Rose McGowan, Liev Schreiber, Ben Affleck, which I don't think I've seen this one. You can let me know about that one, but Phantoms, I got that. Next, we have Sleepless in Seattle, if I can get it out right. You know, not a bad movie. I mean, it's not my type, not my favorite genre, but Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, they have good chemistry, so yeah. Sleepless in Seattle for the Tom Hanks collection, so I got that. Next, we have Memento. I haven't seen this one. Directed by Christopher Nolan, stars Guy Pearce, Carrie-Anne Moss. Interview with the writer-director. Director and cast biographies. But yeah, Memento. Let me know about this one. Next, we have The Insider, starring Al Pacino, Russell Crowe. I've heard some good things about this. 7 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture. Directed by Michael Mann. Yeah, let me know about The Insider. Got that. And the last one, for part 5, we have Wayne's World. Definitely a classic. Great comedy. I don't have the second one. I need to get that. Pick that up. But yeah, what more can you say about Wayne's World? Great movie. And that's it for part 5. So yeah, today did 3 parts. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for part 6. Again, still going through DVDs, at least for the next few parts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.